hip-hop, like no one's ever heard it before. I'm slightly unsure how it's going to work, working with Maurice MD7, but I think curiosity as a musician and a songwriter is really got the better of me. You can't get further away from folk music and hip-hop. They're different worlds. I spent a lot of time up here and on other tours and other areas of Dartmoor, really kind of drawing inspiration from the whole area and the isolation and the dramatic kind of environment that Dartmoor is. The part of Moors that I come from, it really kind of affects the style of the music I'm writing. It feels very organic and very much a part of Dartmoor. Here lies the grave of Kitty J. This is a young servant girl who committed suicide. And she hung herself because she became pregnant by a young landowner. So she was buried here on unconsecrated ground. And the story goes, and legend goes, that every morning flowers are laid here by an unknown hand, and that is the mystery of Kitty J. Poor Kitty J, she's such a beauty cast away. This silent prayer, she paints some peace on her grave. Something broke her sleep. I'm from Dartmoor, southwest Devon, and I've lived here and been brought up here in my life. I think my mother said when I was about 5 years old, I said I really wanted to play the violin. So she bought me one of those quarter-size violins, and I got to about grade 4, I started to really get excited with Scottish, English and Irish folk tunes. This is quite interesting, actually. This is a guitar, actually, someone made for me, a guy called Stuart Ketchen. And it's a guitar made of Hawaiian koa wood. Beautiful guitar, though. It's amazing. So we use that when we're in the studio. This is my first ever tenor guitar. I bought this in Santa Cruz in California for $100 and spent the 3 months when I was touring out there trying to learn how to play it. So that's my first one. Right. So this is my record collection. There's a few LPs, especially some folky ones here of guys like Jonathan Kelly. It's an amazing record, that one actually. This is quite a funny one. That's quite good, isn't it? The World of the Countryside. Great designs. It's amazing. It's like looking out your back door, isn't it? Hip-hop? No, there isn't any hip-hop. Return of the Jedi. Obviously in everyone's collection, this record, Return of the Jedi. This is a selection of bows that I've used in the past few months on gigs. I'm quite ferocious when I play the violin. As you can see, all the horsehair disintegrates in the shows that I'm doing. I go through a bow every 2 or 3 shows, I think. So what I do in songwriting, if I'm writing with the tenor guitar, is I would work out a tune that would be hooky enough that people remember, and then I would try and kind of establish some lyrics or a story over the top. So I mean, so I bought this the other day. Well, I'll say I've had it for years, shall I? I've had this for years. This is an amazing gramophone. Hang on, all working. I love the way the iPod is sat next to it. That's genius. So let's wind it up. Let's see what we've got on today, then. OK, it's original. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm slightly unsure working with Morris Stereo 7, and I'm kind of wondering why the hell I'm doing this.
Body attribute, animal instinct, big man, sight juice, Black Panther.
So I make a good percentage of the beats for MD7. I'm also one of the MCs, so I write and perform on the tracks and perform live with the group.
Yeah, my name's Jawar. I'm from BC, Birmingham City, part of Morris Delta Underworld fam.
I don't know how the regular MD7 fans would kind of see or take to it, so, there's the challenge right there. Then, there will be a loss of credibility, and, Morris Delta's name, we can't go through that.
I feel so good.
It feels good, that's street love. I tried to give it back in words, back against the wall, now I'm back in first. Back off my coat, back on my turf, back on my post.
Sex in the city, ho. She on the greasy deli, trying to be in video.
Give me respect, I respect you. You disrespect me and test me, I disrespect and test you too.
Careful you don't catch her, or give her rights of way, for she will look upon you.
It was very musical growing up because my parents both played, so and both my brothers do as well. My brother Sam plays the piano and he's a producer. My eldest brother Sean plays the guitar. We still work together now, and so every now and again we get together and play in local pubs. Hang on, what did that? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I'd find the rest. I'd shock my own true love like a bird upon her nest, like lead in my heart lies the deed that I have done. We had a pretty full childhood, making dens and playing boy things, getting very dirty and very... I nailed him to a tree once, making a tree house. He's actually quite shy and retiring. He'll go along with things to try and sometimes it doesn't necessarily have the best outcome. Well, I think it might be a bit of a lion's den for him. He's more used to hanging out in rural towns and rural pubs and not necessarily hanging in the hood, so the worst-case scenario, he knows how to barricade himself into a safe room, so if he needs to do that for whatever reason, then he's got the skills. I've seen him do it before.
The Moorish soldier.
So we're heading up north to Birmingham, and we're going to go and meet for the first time. I'm going to meet MD7, Morris Stereo 7. It's definitely, I woke up this morning and I think the reality of actually going to their environment and going to Birmingham, it's really hit home, and I think, yeah, it's certainly made me more nervous than I certainly was before. The worst that can happen, I don't think I can necessarily lose anything. Or can I? I don't know. What can I lose? You need to tell me. If I can lose anything, I'm buggering off, mate. I've got a certain amount of worries because of, I guess, how it's going to emerge with Morris Stereo 7. Alright, guys.
Hey.
How you doing?
What's cracking?
It's good to meet you, man. You alright?
Good to meet you, sir.
You alright?
Cypher.
Cypher, good to meet you.
Wow.
You alright? Good to meet you. You alright?
Yeah.
You good, man? You alright?
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
How we doing?
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Go on, man.
Looking forward to doing some stuff, bro.
Yeah, this is going to be quite funny, I think.
Yeah, man, I think it is,
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's just, if you don't try this sort of stuff, do you? You never know, do you?
Experimentation, yeah, experimentation, man.
Yeah.